Ochelli.com, home of the Ochelli Effect. The show is broadcast live on American Freedom Radio at AmericanFreedomRadio.com, but is also syndicated internationally on AM and FM radio stations and many other networks. Scrolling down the front page of Ochelli.com, you'll find that the podcast, or at least the latest podcasts, are available right there from the front page. iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, and many other platforms are where you can access the podcast that originates from Ochelli.com. Scrolling back up to the top of Ochelli.com, you'll find a tab called Downloadable Content. This features many MP3s and other material which you can download directly from the website. The first section on downloadable content is music. This is music that was either written by me, performed by me, or possibly written just for the show, etc., etc. It includes a lot of content that you can't find elsewhere on the internet. The next section is called Exclusives. This is an area that's only accessible to members of Ochelli.com. More on that later, but it contains content which is not available elsewhere on the internet. Next on that drop-down menu is a section called Favorites. Now these are shows which are favorites of mine and have also been requested by listeners like you to be included as part of the archive on Ochelli.com. Guest spots is the next section. This is where I made appearances on other broadcasts, mostly radio shows, but who knows, TV might be up there very soon. There's always the potential for other things to appear on the website. But either way, these are spots where I've gone on other radio shows, and if you were trying to collect these throughout the internet, you might find a hard time coming across all of them. So I've tried to put a bunch of them together there so you can get an idea of what it sounds like when I'm being interviewed as opposed to interviewing a guest. The next two sections feature two of my favorite subjects. One is JFK, which has to do with the assassination mostly, and it features a lot of shows that I've done related to the subject. In some cases about authors, books, in some cases about films, in other cases I've spoken to witnesses to events. But either way, it focuses very heavily on the subject of the Kennedy assassination on November 22nd, 1963. The other section, 9/11, obviously, features all sorts of discussion related to the topic of September 11th, 2001. Both of them are watershed events in American history, and I have spent some time researching, discussing, reading about, etc. on these subjects. Witnesses to History is the next section on downloadable content on that drop-down menu, and this is pretty much self-explained. See, there are some people who have actually been witnesses to events. For instance, Scott Enyart was at the RFK assassination. He was actually in the pantry when Bobby Kennedy was killed. Now, interesting witness to history, of course he took photographs, but you'll have to listen to the show to find out all about that. The next section is called Spirituality. This is an area where I get into a lot of esoteric subjects, and quite honestly, it's sort of a rare commodity on my show. However, we might discuss religion, we might discuss various sort of outside of the mainstream regarding various spiritual practices, philosophy, etc. So who knows what ends up in that section, but believe me, spirituality is the best label I could put on that one. After that is an interesting archive of about 18 shows and then some bonus material that come from a show I did called Ochelli and the Greek. It was a short-lived series, and believe me, it took a lot of patience to create, so I hope you guys take a listen to that as well, although it's not really my standard fare. Finally is a section called JFK Myths. Now what this has to do with is the debunking of various poorly founded conspiracy theories regarding the Kennedy assassination. Now, some people might say, why am I attacking those who are conspiracy advocates? Well, I'm not just attacking them. I also attack the other conspiracy theories which have to do with the conspiracy of one regarding Lee Harvey Oswald. But the majority of that series focuses on those who do have some very poorly assembled ideas regarding the assassination. It's a series I'm particularly proud of, and I guarantee you, because there is no end to the nonsense that people create regarding the Kennedy assassination, there'll probably be no end to those programs that I keep having to create. There's also a video tab on the website. Now this is definitely going to be something that evolves. Right now it features a lot of shorts, commercials, little snippets and things, and is going to feature this video as well, but trust me, it's going to evolve just like the rest of the website. In addition, there's another tab up there at the top which says related reading. Now this is something where you might get an idea of how certain viewpoints of mine might have been formed by books I've read, but also you have access immediately through the A-Store on my website to a lot of the authors who have written books who have appeared on my show. Earlier I mentioned exclusive content for members only. Well, there's a membership tab at the top of the website as well, which for a mere $6.99 a month, one can have access to a lot of material which is exclusive to my website only. Now, there will be an increasingly evolving set of material that will be available, and there may be even more membership levels developed in the future, but this is one great way that someone can show a bit of appreciation for some rarefied material being produced by the show. I am listener supported. That means that I don't have a paycheck from other people. There's not some other grand sort of sponsorship or support that's coming in, except for those who choose to do it. That's you. You can be a partner to the production of this show and the dissemination of this information by clicking support and making a donation. There's a supporters page on Ochelli.com where people have been placed that have lent their support to the show over the years. And I want to thank every single person who's decided to tune in, contribute, listen to the show, tell a friend, anything that you've done to try and further my efforts. I want to say thank you for that. So I want to thank you for stopping by. I want to thank you for listening to the show, telling your friends, and please don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. All subscriptions, follows, likes, all of that is appreciated and does help to further my effort as well, and it doesn't cost you a thing. Downloadable content. Fuck that.
Take.
Find. Fuck me. Only accessible. That include, but not are. Damn it.
Stop and.
This includes a lot of esoteric subjects that are sort of outside of my normal. Look. Done.
Ochelli and the asswipe.
Gotcha.
And go.
Okay. Remember I said about
That.
to get access to a... Damn it.
Alright.
Belched anyway. Earlier I mentioned membership.
You're fucking that up. Shake it out, dude. Shake it out.
No, I got it. Okay.
And go.
Earlier I meant... Fuck me. Just leave it. And it only requires $6.99 a month to get access to many... Try again.
Final take.
Let's hope.
Okay.
First word, but I've got to say that no matter what my efforts are, if you appreciate them, it would... Damn it. Or I suggest you collect...
That.
Damn it.
Oh.
I lost my train of thought.